honestly, you should have watched the video. Now, I know streaming is really hard for you, okay? It's back-breaking labor for you, and I understand. And it is an hour and a half video. But maybe you should have watched the video.
We're gonna watch Miss Denims first. Because I got a few things for Miss Denims. Yes, this is the streamer who said that streaming was super difficult. Miss, I did an hour and a half of an intro. Playing other people's content to get ad revenue and I wouldn't have to do anything. An hour and 43 minutes worth of an intro. Because streaming is so hard. An hour and 43 minutes. So, she had something to say about Mutahar's video. And I've got things to say to her. So, we're going to watch it. Alright. Let's see what she's got to say.
Let's start, shall we? Enough music. It's serious politics time. Yeah. I'm ready to do some serious politicking. Alright, now I'm gonna repeat myself a lot during...
How do y'all even take her serious? How? Is it the boobs? Is that what it is? Is it the boobs? It's gotta be the boobs. How do y'all even take her serious? I don't understand.
This segment, because anytime you talk about any political content creator, a lot of people have very strong opinions about it, and that's just kind of how it is. So I'm gonna do my best here, and I need all of you guys to participate and do your best as well. I'd like to try and avoid pancake waffling to...
You see whose tweet she's showing? You see, it's Tipster's tweet she's showing, right? Wow! Gonna push that narrative, huh?
Day, if possible. Yeah, Rob, that's basically what I'm going to talk about. So, Mutahar made this video.
Oh my god, why can no... Okay, can we talk about something? Why can't they ever say Muta's name right? Why can't they ever say Mutahar? You have Keemstar who says Muta. I don't know how Keemstar says it in such a weird way, it's weird. You had Spencer who go Muta, and now she's Mutahar. It's Mutahar. It's really easy. Oh my god.
He captioned this Twitter post, uploaded a new video regarding a serious fraud of an activist known as Keffals. Over an hour of deconstructing her various lies and examining her terrible lies will prove to you why she is a danger to people that they represent and those surrounding them. Okay, now let's talk about a couple things. I'm only interested right now in talking about the thumbnail. Okay? I'm only interested in talking about the thumbnail. Maybe we can watch some of the video. To be honest, the video itself, I don't care about. It's not relevant. It's not important. I only care about the thumbnail. For anyone who doesn't know, Keffals...
And therein lies the fucking problem. You only care about the thumbnail. You don't care about the video. That's the problem. How are you going to give any criticism and not watch the video?
This is a trans woman, and this is a very gross portrayal of someone who is a trans woman. This is like hitting all of the common stereotypes, like trying to make them as quote-unquote gross looking as possible, or as manly as possible, whatever. And you can even see in the replies to this post, there are people that are saying like, don't care, I'm still not gonna use his, referencing Keffals, real name or something like that, right? A bunch of people in the replies just being actively, openly transphobic.
What? No, I hope that you're not talking about that comment you're showing. And here's the sad thing. Here is the sad thing. Whenever you call anyone out, you're going to have bad actors join in the fray. And unfortunately, because Keffals is trans, you're going to have transphobic people jump in the comments. That's not our fault. That's not our fault. I've been spurging out on Twitter for the last couple of days about Keffals. I've had people try to tell me that the pronouns are he and not she, and I completely ignore them. Because I call Keffals she. She, her. And they, them, like she requested. FYI. Okay? So unfortunately, bad actors are going to jump into the fray. That is not Mutahar's fault. That is none of our faults. That has nothing to do with Keffals being a horrible human being.
A bunch of people actively just misgendering, which is crazy, by the way, because, like, you have to try hard to misgender Keffals. Like, you can have whatever opinion. She's a controversial person, okay? She says what she wants, and she means what she says. And I disagree with some of...
Yeah, she says what she wants. Like, I'm going to sue the police department with that $100,000. Yeah, she does say what she wants. But in the background, I don't know how the money got depleted. Yeah, she does say what she wants. She said what she wants when she was running that Catboy Ranch Twitter, didn't she? Yeah, she sure does say what she wants. Yeah.
Of her actions, and I disagree with some of the things that she's done. And I think in general, my perspective, and this is not going to be the perspective of everyone online, and that's fine. My perspective is, I don't like to spend my time going after other people that are on the left, right? And that's just because I think my time...
off. That's y'all's damn problem. And this is why on the internet people are leaving the left, because y'all do not police your own. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all literally hear that? Hold on, can I go back? Yeah, I can. Okay, great. Listen.
Some of the things that she's done. And I think in general, my perspective, and this is not going to be the perspective of everyone online, and that's fine. My perspective is, I don't like to spend my time going after other people that are on the left, right? And that's just because I think my time is better spent making...
Okay. I want y'all to imagine something. Can y'all imagine somebody in the commentary community doing what Keffals did? Can y'all imagine somebody in the commentary community doing what Keffals did? We would eat them alive. They wouldn't have gotten this far. They wouldn't have gotten this far. We would have eaten them alive. We eat our own for smaller stuff. For smaller stuff. We eat our own for the smallest stuff. Can you imagine somebody doing what Keffals did? You know why? One thing about the commentary community, we will self-police ourselves. You up, you're gonna hear about it. You're disingenuous and you're dishonest, you're gonna hear about it eventually. Sometimes people will sit back and let you hang yourself before they say something. Yes, we're self-governing chaos over here. Absolutely.
Fun of people on the right. You guys can disagree, and I'm not saying that no one should ever do this, and I'm not saying that I think it's bad to do this. I'm saying I don't like to spend my time fighting with people who are saying that they're on the left. I think it's much more effective for me to make fun of people on the right instead of, because every minute I'm spending making fun of somebody else on the left, I could be making fun of someone on the right, right? It's just...
Because you're disingenuous, and it's easier for you to go against somebody on the right. You want the easy job. You can't hold your own accountable. And that is the problem with y'all over there. And that's why people are leaving y'all. Because you don't self-govern. You don't call out people who need to be called out. And that's a problem. Because then you have assholes like us who has to call them out because y'all can't take care of your own. So instead of reporting the news, we have to jump in the fray. Because y'all can't do it. And why can't they do it? You're too scared to be called transphobic. Like I said before, I dare anybody try to call me transphobic. Go through my Twitter and try to call me transphobic. Go through my YouTube channels and try to call me transphobic. I dare you.
My perspective, okay? And I do wish Keffals had the same opinion. I mean, I wish all leftists had the same opinion. I'm not saying that she is a leftist or a liberal or whatever. I don't care or know. It literally doesn't matter to me at all. Does she spend her time making YouTube videos promoting right-wing ideas? No? Okay, great. I'm not spending my time going after this person. That seems stupid.
Then that makes you a disingenuous piece of shit. Denims, I am calling you a disingenuous piece of shit. And I mean it with my whole chest. What you are doing right now is total pussy behavior.
It was really dumb. For me, anyways. Leftist infighting isn't completely wrong, but there are better ways to do it. Well, in my opinion, I think, obviously this isn't applicable to everyone, but I think in my opinion, if someone is saying that they're on the left, it would benefit us more to communicate or attempt to communicate nicely and say like, hey, this behavior, we don't like this behavior because we think it's problematic in this way and blah, 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 blah.
Then do it! Then do it! But y'all aren't even doing that. You're not even doing that because you're too scared of the audience going after you, calling you a transphobe. You're a pussy. Call it what it is. Don't put pretty words behind it. Just say you're scared because that's exactly what it is. You're scared. You can't tell me any different. That is what it is. You're scared.
Okay, sure, great. I just don't think it's worth our time, and I think there are more important issues worth talking about. My opinion. Okay? My opinion. She's a grifter. I don't think she's a grifter. I think she's too opinionated to be
This dumb bitch.
Important issues worth talking about. My opinion. Okay? My opinion. She's a grifter. I don't think she's a grifter. I think she's too opinionated to be a grifter.
$100,000 gone in 2 months. Spent on IRL equipment, rent, giving money to friends, and a grand trip to Ireland. When she said she was going to use it for a legal fund. What is that, Denims? Wouldn't that be a grifter? Some would even say a scammer. Are you that dumb? Honestly, you should have watched the video. Now, I know streaming is really hard for you, okay? It's back-breaking labor for you, and I understand. And it is an hour-and-a-half video. But maybe you should have watched the video. Maybe. Just maybe.
I think she says exactly what she means. There are people who give me grifter vibes. Keffals is not one of them. So if you dislike what she says, then you can just say, like, I don't like what she says.
And anybody who listens to you is an idiot. Anybody who takes a word that comes out of your mouth is an absolute idiot. They're dumb. I am here to say they are dumb.
But I don't think she's a grifter. Moss instead of mother instead of mutahar. Oh, thank you, Alifoli. But moving on. Let's talk about a couple things. Okay? Then why did she turn to attack Hassan for clout? I don't think she did it for clout. I think she did it because she wanted to. I don't think it's more complicated. I think she disagreed with what he said, and I think she went after him for that. I don't think it's anything else. I'm sure that, like,
she looks so uncomfortable because you can tell she probably does want to say more about Keffals. Because remember, Denims is the waiting room for Hassan. She looks so uncomfortable. She probably actually wants to say more, but she's scared of her audience turning on her. This is why I tell people, do not become a slave to your audience. My audience does not tell me what to do. I tell y'all how I feel about something, whether y'all agree with me or not. I do not care. Now, every now and then, if I say something messed up, y'all check me. Okay, that's fine. I respect it. But my audience doesn't tell me what to do on my channel. This is what happens when you're a slave to your audience. And they literally run your channel for you.
The thing is, every single person that makes YouTube videos posts videos that help them get into the algorithm, but you don't post videos that help you get into the algorithm that fundamentally betray what you think, unless you're a grifter, and I'm claiming that she's not a grifter. I think she just doesn't like Hassan, which is, I guess I did.
You are such an idiot. You're amazing. You're amazingly dumb.
Disagree with, but like, it's neither here nor there, right? Because what I want to talk about is the thumbnail. Okay, so if we could all just stop saying our opinions on this person and pretend like this is not a video about Keffals, pretend like this is a video about literally any other trans woman for a second. Because you have to understand, just because you don't like someone, it doesn't give you the pass to suddenly be a piece of shit. Okay? It's like, just because you don't like someone, it doesn't mean you can suddenly start being fatphobic. Just because you don't like someone doesn't mean you can suddenly start being transphobic. Okay? What's important is we stick to values, and we can criticize the things we don't like or do like, but would the thumbnail be transphobic if it was Blair White? Yeah, of course. Yeah. 100%. The problem is that Blair White spends all of her time making it harder for trans people to exist, right? So I care less about it. Like, Blair White literally uses her platform to tell people, hey, trans people are coming for your kids. Okay, and so let's talk about something else. A lot of people are going to say, well, this is what he does with everyone, and like, he makes these thumbnails with these like creepy, ugly caricatures of people all the time, which, by the way...
Yes, Worm does. Justice for Worm in the chat, please. Justice for Worm in the chat. Because it is absolutely ridiculous that Worm got ran off the platform because of these idiots. Listen, I don't care if you're a man or a woman. And that goes for trans man or woman. Because you know what? I still go by trans woman is a woman, trans man is a man. If you're an asshole, you're an asshole, and I'm going to call you such. I don't care. And I'm sorry, with the things that Keffals has done, she absolutely deserves everything she is getting. And I don't care who's got shit to say about it. I really don't care.
I've tried to scroll and find this, and like, I haven't been able to. So like, here's the Keffals thumbnail, right? And then we have like literally, I don't even see another thumbnail like this.
You're stupid, Denims. You didn't look at any other discourse about that thumbnail because we were throwing examples left and right on how just a worm draws like that. He makes caricatures. You are an idiot, and you have... Why? Why do you even exist on the platform besides looking pretty? Why? Why do you even exist on the platform? Just to look pretty and have an hour and a half, or hour and 45 minutes of an intro so you can get that ad rev, right? That's all you exist for. Oh, and be a waiting room for your Lord and Savior Hassan. What?
That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, so all the people, by the way, saying, yeah, but he does it for other people.
They were talking about the artist, you
he
idiot.
Doesn't. But here's the thing, right? Let's say he did. Let's say every time he made a video about another content creator, he did. Oh, let's see this. One second. Before we get into there. The artist does, just not Muta. But here's the thing, right? It's on Mutahar's channel. He can't just like say, oh, well, it's the artist who made that drawing. No, it's your channel. You have responsibility to...
It's his channel. He can do whatever the f he wants. He doesn't bend over for his channel like you do. He can make whatever thumbnail he wants, and he can put whatever artist drawing he wants on his thumbnails. It is his right to do it.
Your audience to not be, I would like to think, not be openly transphobic. And if you're posting shit like this, it's your YouTube channel. It's your fault. Like, that's simple. You can't just like be like, oh, this artist, blah, blah. So, it's a choice by him to use that vote. Yeah.
Gaming Witch for 2. How come they didn't go after Meat Canyon? Oh, great question. Great question.
And let's talk about this. Here we go. I understand people have criticism of me. I am above being critiqued. That said, was it really necessary to use a transphobic caricature of me in the thumbnail while also not using my pronouns in the video announcement? Ryan Series, and then, I don't know what happened to Ryan Beard. I'm going to be honest.
No, he has common f***ing sense. Okay, you know what? Hold on. because this is where she pisses me the fuck off. You know what's funny about Miss Denims here? Miss Denims is a dirty tweeter and deleter, right? And she even went under that tweet, and I didn't grab it. I'm so mad I didn't grab it. She went under that tweet, and she went, girl, I don't know where he didn't use your pronouns. Okay? But she deleted it, of course. So, let's watch this part.
Who was it that cooked him? Was it FD Signifier? Was it Gremlo?
Ryan
Sean?
Beard caught it. Going, wait a minute. He used your pronouns. Ryan Beard. Mr. Beard. The one person that is really far left that gets on a lot of people's nerves. Even he saw it for the bullshit that Keffals was saying.
Someone cooked his ass, and it was like the 7th time or something that like Ryan was talking about Palestine and was saying like, you guys, these protests are something. And then Sean was like, you've talked about Palestine this many times, and the only times you've talked about it in a positive light was telling people to go vote Biden. If someone has that tweet, please link it. But yeah, I don't know what happened to Ryan Beard. He used to be cool, but then I just... this is, I think, the problem with like thinking that you matter too much.
Yeah, Denims, you think you matter too much. That's your problem. You think you matter too much. You don't. You don't. You're literally just a pretty face until Hassan goes live. I'm here to tell you. You're just a pretty face until Hassan goes live. That's all you're worth.
In my personal humble opinion, you just take everything a little too seriously to the point where you stop focusing on the actual issues that matter. He got internet poisoned. Yeah, I felt like back when he was just doing more YouTube videos, it was like not as bad, but I think he has redemption. I think he just needs to like take a step back from the pooter and be like, okay, I'm kind of taking this whole thing a little too seriously. Oh, Sean, here we go. This one.
Oh, she skipped right over it because she doesn't even see it. Well, Connor caught this tweet from April 3rd, 2022. My pronouns are she, her, or they, them. But I will never put pronouns in my bio because I refuse to give conservatives the ability to say pronouns in bio at me. Do you know what they're bitching about? They're bitching about how Mutahar said they right there. And he said it in the correct way. Because they is also gender neutral. Since the invention of the word, we have used they, them to talk about people. Well, it just so happens to be that Keffals' pronouns are she, her, they, them. So tell me, where did Mutahar get that wrong? Yes, Pumpkin does have a higher IQ than Denims, 100%. And speaking of Pumpkin, ma'am, mommy's working right now. What are you doing? Okay, say hello to everybody. Say hi. I'm being mommy's pain in the ass right now. Hi. Hi. Hi, everybody. All right, stay there. Stay there. Lay down.
A step back from the pooter and be like, okay, I'm kind of taking this whole thing a little too seriously. Okay. Fundraising stream tomorrow for the aid organization UNRWA, and the stream is going to be hosted by Bad Empanada, and it starts at 12 p.m. EST.
Hey, Xylie Star, to stop viewing now, but Denims' voice and dumbass rock quotes anger me too much to listen longer than a minute. Hope this makes up. Thank you for the $6.99. Well, we're going to be going to now recording actually very soon. I wanted to showcase her stupidity first.
We'll run for 8 hours. I'll be doing others around 6 p.m. There's a few other creators involved.
Oh, look! Look who is in this tweet. By the video essay, it's Bad Empanada. Bad Empanada. Bad Empanada. Oh! That's who Keffals was doxing in the DMs to Cherry Bread. And self-admittedly said she didn't get it from Kiwi Farm. She did it herself. Because she's crazy. Oh, my goodness.
To see some of you guys support there. And then Ryan Beard tweeted this. Are you kidding me? Bad Empanada, I try not to judge people for who they associate with, but you're really going to do a stream with that piece of human garbage? The online left is cooked. Jesus Christ. And this Sean tweet went, it deserves way more likes. in case you were wondering what Ryan has tweeted, Gaza.
Okay, I don't care.
She's
I don't care.
Seriously, the picture. Ryan Beard says, the drawing is definitely rude, but I wouldn't call it transphobic because this artist has drawn a ton of people in the same style. Who's the artist? I'm not familiar, to be honest. Just a Worm is his name, and it really is just a style. Here's a couple examples. Okay, so here's the thing, right? This, I'm very excited to talk about. All right?
Oh, I bet you are really excited to talk about it. Let's go. Let's talk about it real quick.
This isn't a defense. So, let's pretend like I have lots of friends, okay? I've got so many friends. Okay, just pretend, okay? I know it's not believable, just pretend for a second. So, let's say I have lots of friends and I bring them over on stream. I bring all my friends over, all my bad bitches over to watch some Joe Rogan on stream. And whenever they're around, I make 2 jokes, okay? For some bizarre reason, because I'm weird. I make these two same jokes, which I'm like, I'm gonna eat it, my cat. And then I look at my friend and I'm like, are you gonna eat it him? You should eat it, my cat. He wants to be eaten. And then I also have a proclivity for saying, like, this is baboon behavior, baboon in a suit, this is chimpanzee behavior, right? These are the 2 jokes that I like to make, all right? Hey, guess what? Depending on the person I have over, I won't make that joke. If I call all of my friends, I'm like, you are engaging in some real tomfoolery, in some real baboonery. I can say that as many times as I want. I'm not making that joke about one of my black friends, because now it's insane. And now it's objectively just racist. I don't get to say, well, I say this about everybody.
Well, then you know what? Then my friends in the commentary community are some of the most racist and ageist people around. They literally joke about me being called Latina bumpkin. Because, you know, I'm Puerto Rican and I got a country accent. They literally joke with me all the time calling me a Latina bumpkin. Like, what? What? Are you're literally stretching. Literally stretching.
I'd say it about everybody. It's get over yourself. It's like, no, actually, you didn't just fall out of a coconut tree. All right? You can't just make the same joke at everybody because that's not how society works. You can't just do that. Things don't exist in a vacuum. Just because you draw everyone with big, long noses, it doesn't mean it's okay to do it with a Jewish person. Yeah. Or like with talking about eating my cat. Hey, maybe I shouldn't make a cat eating joke around my Asian friends. Because chances are they probably already have to deal with lots of harassment and people saying that type of shit to them.
Doc on the radio makes those jokes on himself. Denims, you are... girl.
Maybe I shouldn't encourage more of that behavior. You don't get to say, I do this to everyone, so it's okay that I'm doing it to you.
Wait a minute. So, Worm wasn't supposed to draw that picture because Keffals is trans? I look at trans people as people. They get the same treatment everybody else gets. Everybody else. If you're cool, you're cool. If you're not, I'm going to say you're not. They're not going to get a special pass just because they're trans.
And so, yeah, you draw, and notice, by the way, notice how all of these are dudes?
No, they're not, you dummy. Okay, so she ended up catching Sniper Wolf here. That's Anissa Joma. Right there. That's iDubbbz's wife right there. That's not a dude. That's a woman. Damn, Denims. You didn't do your job very well.
I can't tell if this one, I don't...
Wait, is she friends with Anissa? Oh, that's funny. That's funny. You just called your friend a dude. How does that feel?
I don't know who this one is supposed to be, so it's hard to say. But notice how all these are dudes, by the way.
No, they're not.
You can't just be like, well, I draw all men ugly, so it's okay that I drew this woman ugly. Oh, wait, this one's Sniper Wolf. I noticed. I do this to everyone. I make all of my caricatures really ugly and nasty, so it's okay for me to do it to a trans person?
Yes. Yes. It is okay that he did it to a trans person. Absolutely. Because they do it to everyone else. Men and women. Yes. It is okay that they did it to a trans person. 100%. 100%. Absolutely. Yes. They don't get the special privilege not to be drawn like that just because they're trans. They get treated like everyone else, as they should be.
IDubs and Anissa are top left. As a large man baby once said, chat just be normal. Yeah, yeah. You just have to understand here. You just have to understand one thing here, right? Which is, it is not a valid defense to say, well, I do this to everyone, so it's okay. Actually, it's not okay just because you do this to everyone.
Yes, it is.
Sometimes certain things don't exist in a vacuum, and when you do them to particular people, it's worse. Which you would think, like, this is not a difficult concept to understand, but seemingly lots of people struggle with this concept. I mean, there are probably jokes you make around some friends that you don't make around other friends, right? Like, who in here has accidentally, raise your hands, caught, if this applies to you, who in here has made kill yourself jokes or kill myself jokes around people who don't like those jokes and then sat in the awkward silence that is them not understanding humor? And you're like, no, I made a KMS joke around my normal friends. And that's because there are certain things that work in certain environments, and there are certain things that you can do the same exact thing and they don't work in the other environments. Same thing. You can make these like really hideous, grotesque images of everyone, but when you're doing it to trans people, you have to understand you're engaging in the trope that is demonizing and dehumanizing and
I can't listen to any more of this. She's brain dead. She has brain dead takes. She is brain dead. Yeah. Yeah. Woo! There is something seriously wrong with her.